Okay, this one's a doozy. Hey everyone, I have such great news. We're gonna do a Q&A video today, but I have some really exciting news for those of you who have been following me on this crazy, ridiculous health journey for the last couple of years. So let's get into it. So before I jump into the questions and the answers, I want to make sure that I mention that we have a free homeschooling group down below in the description box. And that is a great place to hang out if you have questions or anything like that about homeschooling, if you're just getting into homeschooling, or if you're like me and you just need some homeschooling friends. It's a great place to go hang out and find them. So let's start talking about some of these Q&A questions. I get asked questions every day, and what I like to do every now and then is just put out like a PSA of when I'm gonna do a Q&A video, and then a bunch of you send in your questions and I just answer them on the fly. So a lot of these I haven't even looked at, and I'm going to basically just open them up and answer them for you. So you're gonna get my honest, on the fly answers here. And I'm gonna read it right from my laptop. What would you say it's more difficult to teach, at a school or be a homeschool mom? Hands down, teaching at a school. When you're teaching at a school, you have so many regulations and things that you have to teach, whether or not you agree with those things. My husband and I were talking about this on the way home from the hospital today. And if you are a Christian and you believe the Bible, you believe scripture for what it is, God's holy word, it is very hard to teach in a school. And I know that if I ever had to go back to teaching, I probably wouldn't last very long unless I taught in a Christian school. Probably couldn't go back to a regular public school to teach. I'd probably be fired pretty quick, to be honest, because I don't think I could teach some of the things that they are forced to teach these days. And my heart goes out to Christian teachers. They are forced to make very hard decisions these days. So please pray for all of the Christian teachers out there. They have a tough job. So there's a lot of things that you have to deal with as a public school teacher. You have to deal with parents, you have to deal with kids, you have to deal with just day-to-day things. You bring your work home with you. Oh my goodness, I would work all day long, and then I would come home and I would work more, and you don't get paid for that. And then on top of that, there's the pay, which is just, it's like poverty level for many, many teachers. Unless you're tenured in, which is, you know, for a military wife like me, it's really hard to get tenure because you move around so much. So yeah, I take being a homeschool mom any day over that, hands down. Question number 2. I need ideas for where to find unit studies. Do people just shop around by subject, or is there one-stop shop for studies for elementary kids? Okay, so I actually have on the top of my head a couple places where you can go find these. I believe I have seen them on christianbook.com. I shop there all the time. I think that there's unit studies on that website. I know The Good and the Beautiful has unit studies, and you can make your own unit studies. You can totally make your own unit studies just by getting books at the library. I have done this. You can make whatever subject it is, okay? Whether it's space, whether it's bees, whether it's botany, whatever you want. Pick a subject, outline like you're writing a paper, okay? Outline like you're just writing a paper on it, and then find those things that you want to study on. And you're gonna have to learn about it yourself, so might as well do it anyway. Pick out the subjects you want to learn about that specific subject, break it down. You can make it as long as you want. You can make lap books on this. Teachers Pay Teachers has lap books on so many different subjects. Check that out. You're gonna find all kinds of cool things there. So you can make so many really cool things by making your own unit study. Get books from the library, get books from Amazon, get books from thrift books if you don't go to the library like me because, you know, busy mom syndrome. So I get books all the time from thrift books, super cheap. I don't have to worry about how long I have them, and I can just add them to our library, which is my favorite part. So all kinds of things and options that you have when it comes to unit studies. Chick-fil-A break. Would you be willing to do a comparison video of different company subjects like math, history, science, language arts, all-in-one programs? That would be very expensive for me. If I have those, if I have them here, I will do them. But the fact of the matter is I don't have all of the company's subjects in my house, and I don't have enough money to buy all of them. Now, if they give them to me, like, say for instance, they see this video and like 3 language arts companies sent me their stuff, sure, I'll do a video. I have done one on history because we shopped around for history so much. I have so many history curriculums. There is a history comparison video on my channel. I will try to remember to link it below. If I don't, somebody just tell me and I will throw it down there, or you can find it on my channel and throw it in the comments if you want to. Also, I have one that I believe is a Math UC versus teaching textbooks. I've used both, love both companies. It just depends on your style and what you're looking for. So I have done those before. I've done all kinds of different things. I will try to go through the curriculum that I have, pull it out and see if I can do any comparisons. Okay, this one's a doozy. How long do you let your children use a curriculum before deciding it's not working and purchasing something else? Okay, this one is I feel like I need a whole video for this. I'm gonna do a very quick answer for this. However, if you want more on this subject, because y'all know I have switched curriculums too many times, but I'm one of those people where I'm pretty quick to see if something's not working. So let me know. I will do a whole dedicated video to that subject. Okay, so my quick answer, my short answer to this would be, how miserable are you? Okay, how miserable are your kids? What is their learning and retention? Those are the main 3 things I look at. Are you miserable? Are they miserable? Are they learning anything and retaining that information? If all of 3 of those are negative answers, pitch it. I don't care if you've been doing it for 3 weeks or 3 months or 3 years. If it's not working, it's not working. You can always sell it. And remember, if you think at the beginning of a curriculum, maybe I made the wrong choice, even if you only use it for a little while, the shorter amount of time that you use it, the better money you're gonna get when you sell it. So just keep that in mind as well. I resell I sell old curriculum and I sell new curriculum all the time, all the time. I sell it on eBay, and when you're in my group, the one that I link below in all my videos, I actually put a PSA out so people can go get them, because I only resell good items and I want people to have access to things that, because you guys trust me. So I want to be able to offer you things that you guys are like, okay, I feel like I know her, she wouldn't sell me garbage. So I at least want somebody out there to have it. I would rather one of you guys have it than just some stranger on eBay. So that's my quick answer to that. If you all feel miserable, if they're not learning anything, or if they're not learning the subject that they're supposed to be learning in that curriculum, which is one of the issues that I actually had this year. I'm not naming names yet. I haven't figured out how I'm going to approach the reveal that's coming up. Awkward silence, I know. I have not figured out how I'm going to really approach this subject publicly yet. And I'm really nervous. My stomach is in knots just thinking about it. I need my iced tea. It's iced tea, guys. I love Chick-fil-A iced tea. I have a son who has a severe peanut allergy, and they cook with peanut oil at Chick-fil-A. So the only time I get Chick-fil-A is when me and my hubby are out together. And because I was in pain after my procedure, they did a biopsy of my stomach again. I swear, that's my 3rd one in the last 6 months. Because I was in pain, he took pity upon me and took me to Chick-fil-A. Isn't that sweet of him? Anyways, so yeah, I will be talking about switching curriculum more coming up as we go into the curriculum buying season because it's about to be season. Can you believe that? It's about to be curriculum buying season again. I cannot believe that. We've been talking about it a lot in the group lately. So if you feel in your heart it's not right, then it's just not right. And there's something out there that is going to feel better. When I switched about 6 weeks ago, things got a lot better. And he was learning what he was supposed to learn, and he was being challenged. So I feel better. My son feels better. My husband feels better. And the only thing that I feel icky about is having to tell you guys what we did. I'm so worried because people out there in YouTube land can be so judgmental. And I don't mean you guys. I mean people who are not regular subscribers of mine who don't know me, and that's like the first video that they click on, and they think that I'm just like this big meanie pants, and they leave me these like nasty comments. And yes, it does happen. I delete a lot of them because I don't want you guys to see that negativity on my channel, because I feel like this is a really positive place and I want you guys to see the best. You know, I don't want you guys to feel like, oh gosh, this is what people think when you do things like that. I don't want y'all to feel like that. So a lot of the mean comments I end up deleting, but they are not my subscribers. You guys are awesome. My subscribers, you guys always just like sympathize with me, and I love y'all for it. Let me tell you guys my news. So I know I don't look the best right now. I had a procedure done at the hospital this morning at the surgery center, and I got the best news. So a lot of you have been following my health journey, and you guys know that I have a condition called cyclic vomiting syndrome. And the syndrome itself has almost killed me a couple of times. However, we've learned to control it for the most part. I don't want to say control it. I want to, because I can't control when the episodes come. However, I have learned how to manage the ability to not keep down food. What we haven't learned how to manage is the pain and the other symptoms that come along with it. So with it comes extreme abdominal pain called abdominal migraines, and it causes all kinds of issues in your esophagus and your stomach. And unfortunately, we found in January that I had a severe ulcer, and I had to alter my entire lifestyle and go on special medication since that day. Now, it's been only a couple of weeks, but I got the report this morning that it's 90% healed. And my doctor believes that that's what was actually causing a bunch of my pain. So I'm really happy. So thank you guys for everybody who has been contacting me and praying for me. I know a lot of you have been following me on Instagram with this whole thing. Thank you so much. Okay, so I didn't get to all the questions this time, so I'm going to film a part 2. So this is part 1. I'm going to film part 2, and then I'm going to get them up for you guys for next week. So, all right, I'm going to end it here, and then I will see y'all in the next video. If you have more Q&A questions, drop them down below, and maybe I'll do a part 3 if I get some good ones, okay? I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and happy homeschooling.